We are back, episode 53. Woo! Live from the Clay household, from the verandas in the Edmondson household.
We are on Riverside, but before we continue, somebody's echoing every time we talk. It's got to be Brady.
I know it's me, for sure.
Oh, as I say, I hear Zach talk, and then I hear it again.
Oh, see, I don't hear it.
Delay. Well, it's like
I think you can hit echo cancellation on your screen, Brady. That might help.
It says it won't. I can't change it during recording. Yeah.
Well, boys, we're learning. This is our first Riverside episode. Hope you enjoy it.
I think I need a light. I need one of them ring lights in front of me.
I got me lights over here. Zach's about to have a baby, so this is gonna be our new normal for a little while. No biggie. Still some great quality content. Still some great guests coming on. As you'll see in a minute, we'll get into that. But first, we got to congratulate Brady. Got the pick right this week of the Mexico.
Hey,
I got beef with Brady. That I was chasing him down as number 2.
I saw that.
And he didn't even remind nobody to pick.
What you
there
talking
was no
about?
email.
We do it.
He's not fantasy.
The email was last week when it was the match play, but we didn't get an email this week from PGA to pick, and I just did, and I was like, and then I looked, and of course Brady and AJ picked, so he just trying to run away with it. I was so close.
You gotta be on there Monday morning. Start picking Monday mornings. That's when I do it.
Boy, I got payroll. I got payroll for all 500 employees.
My picks are already in for this week.
Already?
Yeah, I done put my picks already in.
But with that, we can congratulate Brady. First one to get a correct pick on the channel, on the show.
Dang, that's wild. I didn't know that was the first one.
Yeah. Which who picked Rom? Nobody? I picked Cameron Champ. Oh, which is crazy.
I forgot who I picked.
They were 1-2 last year, and then 1-2 again this year.
Yeah, they just swapped order.
It's almost like, never mind, we're not getting to some local tournaments where people keep going back to back. Anyways, coming into it
this week.
My guy finished T8th. So
Zach picked Kim.
Suwoo Kim.
That's not Suwoo.
I know, that's just what I said on the last one.
That's racist.
Hey, speaking of which, this week, boys, a little self-prom. First off, we're going too fast. This show is presented by our friends at Moon Golf. Tell them about Moon Golf.
Tell them about Moon Golf, Brady.
I'm ready. Our podcast is always presented to you by the kind folks at Moon Golf, located right down the road in Auburn, Alabama.
And
they have 4 different locations, including the store in Auburn and 3 more in Florida. Whether you're looking to get a specific club fitting or the whole bag, they will have you covered with the most knowledgeable fitters in the industry. The guys here at Be.Still Golf only shop at Moon Golf, and no matter what you're trying to buy, like a pair of FootJoys or even a glove to replace that worn out one that's been wrinkled up in your bag, you can get it there at their store. Be sure to stop by and check out their selection of gear and equipment before you hit the links again, and tell them you heard about them on the BSG podcast.
BSG 15, they may or may not give you a discount.
They may not.
Maybe.
But what we do need to know is we're going to set up a GoFundMe below. We're going to try to get Brady better internet. If anybody wants to, if anybody wants to give it to it.
I don't think it's the internet. I think it's this, I got to get some stuff figured out.
Did my little message I sent y'all come through on your screen?
I have chat.
We can talk on chat while we're doing this. I'm trying to play with the feed. This is our first time on Riverside. I'm trying to play with it as we go. I had to send a little message about Brady's internet, but that's okay. I've even got a little board over here of media, so when we get to the drop zone, I have the drop zone audio uploaded, and we'll be back like I used to, where I can click it, got the intro. But real quick, let's do some BSG stuff. This Friday, part 2 of our Low Side series comes out at the beautiful Purcell Farms, the Farm Link Golf Course. Not the worst day, not as bad as Stillwater's, boys.
Oh, gosh, do not remind me.
Not as bad as Stillwater's.
I'll never forget the bug on 18.
I haven't done the handicaps the points based off handicaps yet, but I think I beat Brady this week.
Probably. I imagine you will.
Probably pretty close.
Yeah, because we were close without the handicaps.
Yeah.
So we may have a new solo leader, and this is new to me because I haven't added up the points yet. So we'll find out
You'll
Friday.
have to calculate off your current handicap.
I'm going to go through
Who's
the
current?
scorecard and whatever.
Oh, whatever the most
It's already
current
calculated
18
off our
birdies
handicaps.
handicap is.
It already does
Oh,
it
is
for
it?
you when you pull it up. Yeah, it shows you what you shot with your handicap. So that comes out Friday. If you haven't already watched episode 1 of it, we were at Stillwater's in Davie, Alabama. Go watch it.
Soggiest day ever.
Watch it so you can kind of see where we're standing. The whole point of this series is to go to new courses in Alabama, but as well as find out who BSG Golfer of the Year is.
The next stop is going to be at the lovely Roanoke Country Club.
We'll have to wait till like late June, early
Is that-
July.
Is she going to let you come? I was going to say, we're going to have a sub for you.
No, I need my points. We can schedule
Oh, it's
around.
already in the book. It's in the books. It's already in May.
And,
Uh-oh. Jeremy can take your spot. He'll get you some good
we'll
points.
We'll skip Saturday.
No, I can't. I can't skip Saturday.
Michelle will understand.
No, we cannot skip
Yeah,
it.
Jeremy can get you some good points.
Yeah. His handicap, well, he
That's
may
fine.
get some
I'm
good
okay
points
with
handicap.
Jeremy playing for me.
Yeah, and then if Mitchell can't come, then AJ's going to get him some points.
Mhm.
But don't forget, whatever Jeremy gets you, you get 10 points deducted from that because it's a penalty for not being there. That's what we did to Mitchell first video. We didn't give him all AJ.
Is Mitchell still a part of us?
We didn't give him all AJ's
Mitchell,
points.
if you're a part of us, text us guacamole.
If you're going to stay in, text
If you're
guacamole.
still in BSG, guacamole.
If he doesn't text guacamole and you're a dedicated listener, DM us guacamole, and that's your application for the BSG boys.
I bet AJ sends that by 8 a.m.
Who do you think we're going to get a guacamole from?
AJ.
Think
Yeah,
so?
for sure.
Andrew. Jeremy said Andrew watches and listens to everything we do.
We'll see who gets us one. A little guacamole action. What do you want to flow into, Brady?
We can go to the picks, fantasy picks.
Do we want to do that post-interview, or are we going to end with the interview?
Oh yeah, we can go straight to the interview now.
I mean, I'm fine with it ending with the interview. Well, no, because we didn't set it up at the end. So here we go. We got Hagan O'Neill on the podcast. He's doing an amazing documentary on the Fields Golf Club, and so he came on to talk to us about the whole thing and a little preview party coming up. So check out this interview right now. So Hagan, my first question, I'm gonna jump into it. Why the Fields?
Well, I've been caddying up in New York during the summers, and when I come down, my mom got a small farm in Luthersville, Georgia, which is about 30 minutes away from the Fields, and it was kind of, when I came down the first time, I was looking for some golf courses to kill some time at and play, and the Fields was, relatively priced and good price to walk, so I went over there the first time, and I loved it. And I only played one time because I did kind of a road trip last winter, but the whole time I was on the road trip and the whole time I was in New York last summer, I was, it stuck in my head, kind of the course, the layout, the atmosphere. So when I came back this time, I started playing a little bit more out there and got to know Ashley. I've been wanting to start making films for a while, and documentary films seem like a good place to start. You don't have to worry about story or paying actors. You get to just kind of film people in their natural habitat. So I wanted to make a documentary, and I met this guy, Thomas Dunn, who runs McKellar Magazine out of Mamaroneck, New York, and I was talking to him about documentary ideas, and he said, well, why don't you just go into the Fields and say, under a McKellar Magazine name, and try to get the story, because Mike and Ashley, Mike's built almost 60 golf courses now, which is a lot by today's standards. A lot of people just do renovation work. But why is just to kind of get started in the industry, but it's proven to be a very, very fruitful story and a very interesting story that's kind of unfolded itself as we've gone down, It's become more and more interesting and more developed and involved into a lot more of the golf industry than we first thought when we started.
So, what is there anything you can share with us that, like, So people like us that play the fields quite frequently, is there anything, without giving the documentary away, that you think is just mind-blowing or cool, that something we wouldn't know as just golfers out there, or that's happening in the documentary?
Well, I think it'll be interesting to see how the maintenance crew goes about it, especially such a small maintenance crew that they have. They have 8 guys, 4 of those being high school kids that are part-time doing all of this work on the golf course. And I've caddied at a lot of private clubs, and they got 30, 40, 50 guys out there every morning doing all the mowing and stuff like that. So I think it'll be great to see that. And then also just kind of how tied into the golf industry the fields is in their history. It's not just the private clubs that have rich stories that are tied into the whole golf world and golf scene, but it's also a lot of public courses, like Tad Moore is one of the best putter and wedge makers ever, and now he's making Hickory golf clubs.
Yeah.
And he had a shop there for about 10 years or so, making putters for tour players at the fields. And I think it's more just kind of an eye-opener. That's not just the Shinnecocks and the Wingfoots that have cool stories.
Yeah, we're actually working on getting on with
Him
Tad.
on the pod, yeah.
For a pod, because Brady's he's gotten the Tad Moore head cover for the putter, trying to get him a Tad Moore putter. But in like 1993? 1993,
Yeah,
one of the
I think it was
putters
93,
that Tad
92.
Moore made was used that won the Masters. I mean, that's just an incredible story right there.
Yeah, and funny enough, I did hear that, and I went to go interview him, and I was really hoping he made that putter at the fields. I was like really hoping, because that would have been a great kind of tie-in for the documentary, but unfortunately he made it a few years, not unfortunately, but
Yeah.
the reality is he made it a few years before he set up shop at the fields.
Oh, wow.
But he'll be he's most likely / hopefully going to be at the premiere at the fields on June 3rd, so
That's
you
gonna
guys
be
come
sick.
out, you might be able to meet him.
So if you take time, you spent time at the fields, what's been some cool or unique distincts between like the courses you're used to in New York to here in South Georgia? Like, is the culture different?
Yeah, the culture's different. I mean, I think the culture in golf in general is shifting. I think we all feel that. Even at some of the private clubs, like I work at this place, Metropolis Country Club in New York, and it feels very friendly and family environment. But at any country club, there's going to be a little more stress and a little more tension because of how much people are paying to be there. You know what I mean? How much money they're paying for their name to be put on a locker. So while it feels comfortable and all that, there still is that. But at the fields, it feels good. It feels family. And what I like about it is its imperfection. You know what I mean? Like, now we're in April, so I'm starting to see it bloom. But before, I'd only seen it in winter. And, it's just a hard, fast, dormant golf course that makes you feel like you're on a course in overseas in Scotland or something like that. I mean, people may chop me for saying that, but that's how I felt. It's balls rolling. So I think we just felt good. I mean, Ashley does a good job of making you feel good, and I mean, I think the golf course is beautiful too. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
I think that's one of our favorite things about it. If you hit a good shot, you know it's going to go. You just get an extra 30 yards just from the roll if you can land it over one of the hills.
Yeah.
So what was when you brought the idea to Ashley? Was he like on board for it, or how did that go?
Yeah, I actually I was lucky enough. I asked Ashley, because it's not just about Ashley who's running the golf course. It's also about his father, Mike Young, who built the fields, and that was his first golf course that he ever built. And now, 30 years later, now him and his son own it. They didn't own it at first. But I went in and I asked if I could sit down with both of them, and luckily Mike was in town. And I gave him my pitch on what I thought what it could be. And they're both open to it. I think they both know that they've got a good thing, and to show people would only benefit them.
Is there an appearance from Miss Shelby in the documentary?
You should really bring that up to her, because I've been trying to get her, and she's making up all sorts of excuses about styes in her eyes.
No, not Miss Shelby.
And this and that, and I'm like, Miss Shelby, you have to be in it. She's opened up the doors. Ashley said it best. She's opened up that door and those gates to that golf club, I mean, thousands of times over 30
Mhm.
years. So
Yeah.
if she's not in it, it's a big misstep. So I've been trying to. I'm trying to be gentle,
Yeah.
but now we're getting towards June 3rd. I need to get her on camera.
I'm gonna have to. If we get out there soon, I'm gonna have to be like, Michelle, but you got to be in it.
I would appreciate that a lot.
If I see her
Gotta be.
Thursday when I go out, I'm going to say, look, you're a part of it. You have to join. You have to be a part of this.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true. She
I
probably
think-
knows more about it than most of us.
Yeah, and I mean Larry, the superintendent, even though he wouldn't call himself a superintendent, I mean he's been there as well since the first day it opened, and he's worked on that grass almost every day since. So I mean, a lot of places can't say they've had people working there over 30 years, almost 35 years.
Yeah. What do you have? Like, and we're gonna get to June 3rd in a second. But like, is this open up a new door? You're gonna try to get into more small town courses like this. You can try to get into maybe some PGA Tour event courses and do the same style. Or what's the future for you?
I mean, I would just like to make films, you know what I mean? And the documentary, like I said, is kind of lends itself to being able to be a lot cheaper and freeform. So, unfortunately, I had an idea for a documentary to do about caddies. I mean, I know there's been a few, but as a caddy, I don't think, and I say this with respect to anybody who's made one before, they've done the full job of it, you know, of what it's like to be in those caddy yards and stuff. And I actually had permission from a golf course, but then Caddy Master, the third party company, it went up to their CEO and they said they didn't want to risk any bad publicity, which really only anybody who's got something to hide would say that.
Yep.
So that was a little concerning because I mean a lot of this was to build up for that. But that's just kind of the industry, and it's almost kind of fun to have somebody say no. So I'm just trying to finish this before June 3rd, and then we'll either fight the good fight and try to get cameras on caddies, or I got a few stories written. But if a golf course reaches out and they say, hey, we like this, we'd like something similar, I'd be more than willing and more than happy.
That's what we always hope when we go and play these other courses and like highlight the course with the drone and play, and we're always hopeful to get more invitations to get on for free or at least
Have you
get
guys been
on.
doing
Like
well
the
with
private courses, we're very limited on what we can actually find a connection to get on. So if any of those ever reach out to us, it's the same thing. You just want to take care of it and present it well.
Yeah, that's one of the cool things about what we do is it's allowed us to get invited to play some courses that otherwise we'd never get to play.
Yeah, and the golf
cool.
industry is a small world, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very small, and you caddy somewhere and then you go caddy somewhere else and you bring up somebody's name and there's a good chance it could be across the country and somebody in that caddy yard knows somebody, and same in the pro shop, same in the men's locker rooms, so. And I'm sure if you guys keep doing good work, that keep getting invited places.
Yeah. So I'm asking about June 3rd, Bray. Unless was there anything you wanted to ask specifically?
Can y'all hear me? I'm sorry.
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah,
all right.
Go ahead.
Hagen, what was like one of your favorite parts about filming the whole experience?
Selfishly, just being out there and filming, you know what I mean, and making something. I've watched so many movies and stuff like that. So, and I did photography for a few years prior to this. So, feeling like I was onto something was a selfish feeling. But being out there, I mean, after a while, I think a lot of the people there realized that I was trying to do good work, and a lot of the maintenance crew and Ashley and Mike have all kind of really opened up to me, and I think that's a good sign that I'm doing something right. And then just some funny stuff. There's a good shot of the first day we went out filming. They were cutting down trees, and I got a good shot of this tree tipping over right as somebody's picking their ball up out of the hole. Well, actually, he missed the putt. I'm not sure if it makes the shot better or worse that he missed the putt, but he did miss the putt, but he's going to pick it up and the tree fell over. So just kind of moments like that, but on the whole, just kind of being let into their family and then to their inner working, so to speak.
So you were out there filming when they were doing all the recent coursework and everything, and with this small crew.
Yeah. I mean, that's a big part of it is like, you know, what do you do when you're only getting money off of tee times? You know, there's very few members, or not very few. There's like 200 members or so, but as far as golf courses are concerned, it's a very small
Hmm.
amount of money to be a member. So most of their money they're making off of tee times, and with that, where do you put your money into? You know, when you have all this influx of money that the private courses they can just throw money at different problems, but you really have to pick your battles. So with that, he's actually has to commit and then taking action and being able to film them doing this stuff has been very exciting, and seeing how they flatten out the tee box with the I forget what that machine's called, but flatten out the tee boxes, but with there's a little grade so water will still drain off of it, and then put the sod on and watering it, and you know it goes from a platform of red clay to a tee box very very quickly.
Yeah.
We always talking about one of our favorite things of the fields is Ashley actually puts money back into the course.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we play several courses around where it's more than the fields, and it doesn't feel like they care. They just accept the money.
Yeah.
You play, and then you're like, why did we pay so much here? This is in terrible shape. But Ashley is actively putting money back into the course.
Well, I love you see
he's
Ashley
always-
out there too. I can't think
Yeah,
of
that's
another
what I
course
was
we've
gonna
been
say.
to that the owner's out there sitting
Him
there.
and Ace running around.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say every single thing that you guys just said, I hope comes through very clearly in the documentary, because I think that is very important.
And
I mean,
the
it's
field just has
basically
I mean, there's stuff that Ashley's shown us that we're sworn to secrecy. We can't talk about the history on that course, but there's some cool stuff on that course that a lot of people probably will never know, but just makes the course so much cooler. The history of it.
Off camera, I want to know if I'm missing anything.
Yeah. He probably showed you. I don't know.
Maybe, probably.
We can hop
What
into
else you got?
the party now.
Yeah, well, let's talk about June 3rd. I'll let you, Hagen, just kind of tell everybody what's happening. This can be like a formal invite to everyone to come be a part.
Yeah. I'm sorry in advance. I'm not very much of a party hype man, but you know, we're gonna have live music out there. We're gonna have some beer. We're gonna have as many people will come out really just to not just see the documentary, but to celebrate the fields, you know, and celebrate any small business that's trying to do things correctly and do things just in today's world. Not to get campy, but yeah, you know, we'll have some live music. We'll have some food there, food trucks, some beer, and hopefully, you know, a good atmosphere. We'll be playing. You know, music will probably start around 7:30, and then I want to show it, weather permitting. Want to show it outside on the back patio next to 9 Green. So with that, you know, we'll kind of wait for the sun to go down. So the documentary will play actually around 8:30 or something like that. I think the sun goes down. Yeah, it'll be a good time.
I'm going
I'm
to try to
excited
talk
about
Joni into putting the baby to bed, and she'll just sleep, and then we'll come out.
Sneak out.
Yeah, and if she wakes up, she'll be alone, so we'll just come back after, and she'll be back asleep.
Hey man, I would like you to be there. If you want, I can run a small babysitting service, because my stomach can't handle watching it with everybody. So I'll be way far away. So if you need, I can do that for you.
I'm excited about it. I'm hoping we can make it because especially getting to see the history of the course and stuff like that, I think it's going to be awesome. And I even from the trailer, just how awesome it was, I think it's going to be a great video.
Is it going to be anywhere else, like post-launch, that
Yeah,
people can
I mean,
watch
it's
it?
just- It'll just be on YouTube, you know. That's just kind of like to me, it's just about people seeing it. You know, Asher and I have had a lot of conversations, and it's funny because his brain is like, oh, I want this to be as good for you and to progress your career. And in my mind, this is all to progress the fields following and you know, and play. So yeah, just on YouTube for anybody to watch and anybody to share, and just kind of hopefully telling it's not a unique story, but I don't think a lot of people tell it. You know, the public golf course that's just trying to progress and get by, not some public golf course that is Pebble Beach charging 600, or even, I mean, I love those places, Stream Song, but you know, it's $2,000 to go stay there for 3 nights, something like that. So a public golf course that's really trying its best to be affordable for the community and a part of the community. Yeah.
Well, awesome. Brett, you got anything?
No, I'm just very excited for it. I was watching the trailer and just was already hyped up. I was like, I know this is going to be a great place, a great venue, and just like the atmosphere there every time we go is you want to. I try to tell everybody that I play with, like, this is one of the best experiences you'll have on a golf course, because it's not something that you normally see in this area, and I want more people to experience it, and I think this is definitely a good way to get more people out there to want to experience something like it is.
It'll be a great video for us to, because we're having our tournament out there this fall, so it'll be good. Like, here's a preview of the course and the history of it. Go learn about it.
Nice, yeah. And if anybody wants to watch the trailer, it's on Palmer Pictures is the Palmer.Pictures is the Instagram, and then I think it's just Palmer Pictures for the YouTube channel, and that's on there. Or I'll send it to you guys if you want to put it on. I don't know how that.
We'll put it in the description.
Yeah, we'll put it all in the description,
Yeah.
and we'd love to share it on our Instagram too. And,
I would appreciate that a lot. That's like a new thing for me, like the whole I've made like a lot of music and stuff, and it's just always sat on my computer, but it's time to kind of just try and share, and today that's how this works, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we love it.
You could put your music on SoundCloud. A lot of people start there.
Be a SoundCloud.
I know I can. It's a mental blockade that I won't.
Did you use your own music in the video?
Yeah, I recorded a piano thing.
There we go. I mean,
yeah, so just just kind of a little something, but it's also because music's I mean, I have no budget to pay people for their music, and then there's some good music on the free licensing websites, but some of it's not. It's close, but it's not really there.
Yeah,
so, I'm just trying not to get sued. That's my main goal.
Same.
For making this. Yeah.
Same here. Every time we post something.
Every week. Well, we appreciate you coming on, Hagen, and we're gonna be pushing as much as we can, because we think any way to support the fields is awesome, because we love that course.
Yeah, me too. I feel the same way.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Hagen.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Peace.
See ya.
All right, I'm hanging up.
Okay.
Good luck, guys. Have a good day.
We are back
from the interview. That was a great interview.
From the interview.
I'm going to try to be there on June 3rd. If you're watching or listening, you're invited to come out June 3rd.
Yeah.
He didn't
Park
say...
at the verandas. Casey will bring you.
I don't know if that's true. Is it free admission? He didn't say that. I'm assuming it is.
It's free.
Okay.
I don't think they've ever charged for anything like that out there.
They charge me $50 every time I go out there.
Well, you're playing, so
that doesn't neglect the fact that I'm charged every time I go out there. Boy, Zach's mic is so good, I hear dogs walking on the floor. Or
That's mine.
Oh, my
That was
gosh.
mine.
I have a carpet in here.
Oh,
Maggie's
that was
right
my
here
big-
beside me. Maggie.
My big boy just came in here to check on me.
Oh, make sure you're good.
Yeah.
So, the picks this week, before we get into the Wells Fargo Championship, like we said early in the show, Brady got it right. His guy, Tony Finau, 4 hours after winning, caddying for his kids on a par 3 course. Wild.
What a guy.
Solid guy.
Dad of the year.
You can follow his wife. Is it Layla?
Yeah, on TikTok. She has some good TikTok.
Yeah, she has great content about their family and like life outside of golf and everything that goes into it.
She like shows picking out his outfits for tournaments and stuff.
It's amazing how many tournaments that their son is in, on top of already how many Tony's playing in.
Oh, yeah. So he won last week. Brady got it right. That's the first time any of the boys on the show have got a pick right. So that's 1 point for Brady. We'll see who gets the most points at the end of the year.
At the Masters.
I know. It was a battle. Me and you had a little battle going on at the Masters, but
oh yeah, that's the iced coffee I'm holding on to.
I got you, my boy. Don't worry.
Well, no, you collected on. I collected on that one.
I owe you
What was
another
the
one.
one the other day? I
You
won?
cheated with your 3-wood. It's supposed to be a long drive.
Look, who said you can't drive with a 3-wood?
I don't know if that's considered a drive if you hit a 3-wood. We're gonna have to look that up.
We can look it off distance because I know that answer.
But this week we're gonna be pretty close to here, Charlotte, North Carolina. The
Well,
Wells Fargo
Hollow.
Championship. What a course!
Yeah, it's actually different
little bit about the
from
course.
last year.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, last year it was at the TPC Potomac, somewhere in Maryland.
Huh.
So different course.
Well, here we go. The results. Max Homa won it last year at 8 under. Loved some low scoring tournaments. Followed by Keegan Bradley, Matt Fitzpatrick, Rory McIlroy in 5th. Will he be here?
Where is
He might get fined again.
Getting fined. That's where he is. Let me see if he's playing. Yeah, he's in the field. A few notable names. Let me hit you with this. A few notable names in the field. Some big time names right here. Zach Blair,
Seen
Joel
that?
Damon,
Boy, let me go to the tree farm.
and I believe Wesley Bryan. He was in it last year, got cut, didn't make it.
Shocker.
So we got some picks, boys. Who do y'all thinking?
Give me Fitz.
Oh my
I'll
gosh!
get him
you
another
serious?
one. He's been playing good.
Yep, he really has. I'm
I
gonna.
just want to be tough enough to
Oh.
try that cross hand grip with the chip.
I forgot a notable name. Jason Duffner's in the field.
Yeah.
I'm going with another
Forgettable.
guy whose initials are J and D. Jason Day.
Oh, that's your Masters pick, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think he can do it. He's gonna do it eventually. But
Brady, why don't
Well-
you skip a week picking on fantasy to give us all a chance to catch up?
nah, can't do it.
Give me my pick. I'm just double checking, make sure that nobody else I want to pick.
Cantlay?
No, the guy's been. Listen, this is a win. This is a lock. If this was Vegas, I'd say lock this pick in. Bet your house on it. Dirty Ricky Fowler.
I
You
wanted
got
to
an iced
pick
coffee
him.
on that?
I think he'll finish ahead of your guy.
Ahead of Fitzpatrick. That's an iced coffee bet right there.
I'm saying
Lock
it's
it
coffee
in.
bet. It's locked.
Lock it
right
in.
here. Lock is locked in.
Lock it in.
Oh, that's
Before
gonna
we-
be
Lock it in.
We need a shirt
Before
that
we
says
move
that.
on
Lock
from
it
that,
in.
we should let's do a sleeper pick for the top 10, like a top 10 finish.
Oh, Jason Duffner, 100%.
Brian
You
Harmon.
think he's? God, that was so fast.
Hey,
I got my picks. I done
Zach,
made them since
Jason
we sit here.
Duffner, Jason
No.
Duffner, lock it in.
Lock it in.
I'm gonna go.
Just put it in the camera. Lock it in.
I'm gonna go Sung J M for my sleeper top 10.
Oh, that's a terrible pick. I'm trying to tell you right now. I'll give you a chance to swap it. Go ahead.
No, I'm keeping him.
You're sticking with it?
Yeah,
He
that's
is
him.
locked in, folks.
Well, let me make sure you favorite them on your leaderboard so you can keep up with them. I got Jason Duffner as my sleeper, and I got
I'm just gonna
Ricky
have to
Fowler
watch this
winning it.
clip again.
I've got Zach Blair highlighted just because I like to see where he's at. Can we get shirts that say "Lock it in"
Lock it in.
with a hand pointing? That's what we need. I wish my PGA Tour. I'm gonna clip this. PGA Tour, fix your app. It's horrible. Yep. I'm
This
trying to
is
learn
the
about
3
terrible.
second clip.
half the stuff doesn't even load half the time.
You know
I
they
prefer
redid
to
it
do it
this
on
year.
the website.
I mean,
They
Yeah.
redid it bad.
they need some help with it.
I wish they talked to the folks at the Masters.
Oh, their app is
Mm.
unlike any other. A
Flawless.
tradition unlike any other.
Better than most.
You know what else is unlike any other? We forgot to say it before we made our picks. Primo golf apparel.
Speaking
some
of
shorts.
Primo,
I need to order them
speaking of
white
Primo,
shorts.
did you see where
Tell
that
us.
Eric Cole guy got another T5?
Oh,
He's like their athlete. Yeah.
make me your athlete. I'm ready.
Well, I want to talk about real quick. Well, let me hit Primo. If you're looking for some golf apparel, use BSG15 for 15% off. They have joggers, collarless polos, which is Italian. If you didn't know that, Brady has one called McCabe.
Yeah.
Macabre.
With a D. With a D.
Very Italian.
McCade.
And you know, over in Italy, their fashion sense is like years ahead of ours. So go ahead and get you one from Primo. Joggers, shorts, BSG 15, 15% off. Let me hear y'all's thoughts recently. This happened a few weeks ago. But last week, he made some money, and he's getting invited to a bigger field. The Corn Ferry players get fined for hopping on
Oh,
a
ball
shuttle.
don't lie. Ball don't lie.
Okay, well, let's go. Before that happened, let's go back to a few weeks ago. They're getting off the 18th tee, and a volunteer, not even a tournament official, not somebody, a volunteer who probably just wants some volunteer hours, maybe loves golf, was told to drive the bus. Says, hey, let me give you a ride back over here. And they're like, yeah, let's do it. Gets fined. Or
They got
what kind of mess is
disqualified.
that?
Two-stroke penalty too, right?
Yeah, do you think that's what's wrong with golf right now?
Some of the rules are too tight for something that doesn't affect play.
Should they have been fined like that when they didn't even know that was going to be? They didn't know.
Yeah, I don't think they should
Especially
have.
if they were asked.
Yeah, I agree.
Because the thing is, to me, like the volunteer said, hey, do you want this shuttle? So it's not like they're like, hey, let me hop on that shuttle, I'm tired.
Yeah.
And so what's that got to do anyways with getting fined? You're getting on a shuttle just to get a ride over. You're not changing your scorecard. It has nothing to do with a round of golf.
And I think things like that away from the course should count towards the golfer.
So Dan, our friend, I'm going to say friend over at Foreplay, Dan Rappaport. What do they call him? Danny Rapp? Whatever. Rappaport. That's him. Shared with us about world number 44, Alejandro Tosti. I'm going to say Tosti. That sound right to y'all? Or Tosti?
Tosti, I think.
Who cares?
I never heard that name.
Tosti was one of 6 players penalized for wrongful use of a shuttle at last week's Corn Ferry Tour event. He got an invite into Vedanta, Mexico last week, and he finished tied for 10th, which won him $150,000. And because it has a big field, now he's invited this week into Quail with a $20 million purse. Ball don't lie, is what they're saying. Wild.
I think it's fair that that's just the game. He played it right. And, I mean, you can't protest it. It's the PGA. If you're going to protest, you might as well join Live like Brady. But
Oh,
Whoa.
definitely not a good look for the PGA to be fining players for hopping on a shuttle. But
do they care about their look at this point?
I don't know. Especially
After the Live battle, you could almost argue that they don't care about what anyone says. They are who they are.
especially trying to bring more eyes to golf.
Very PGA Tour Superstore like
Very
behavior.
like.
They're going
Almost,
just
I
like
would
their
see that
store.
happen if I was in the superstore. Yep. If I was to get a ride from my car to the front door of the superstore, I imagine they'd stop me and say, "You can't do that. You have to walk in." That's what I feel like the superstore is like.
That's what they said, Jared. I took Jared in Birmingham. They said, you cannot roll in here. People who roll are not allowed on tour.
No. They got him out.
They picked him up and made him crawl.
Funny story about Superstore for our listeners. I was there with Mitchell one time. My first time going to Superstore, actually. Mitchell was swinging a club, trying to get fitted for it. The guy tells Mitchell, he says, supposed to be fitting him, which I think you could fit people to their swing. Tells him, hey, buddy, I don't think we can fit you. I think you actually need to go work on your swing instead.
That'd be so embarrassing.
I was
It's
like,
probably true for all of us at some point.
That guy.
very
that was
embarrassing,
doing the-
but...
Oh, I'm sorry. That guy that did the
No, go ahead.
that Jeremy went to do the fitting with told him that, not a fitting, but a the range session. I don't remember that guy's name, but
Oh, yeah.
he told him the same exact thing.
Told him not to come back.
Yeah.
That's what it was Charlie. He said, Jeremy, don't come back until you can hit a draw. Jeremy could go
He
now.
was very draw biased on me, too. I had to have my single lesson with him.
But, man, I was like, dang, the Superstore, you're supposed to fit me to my... I mean, if I have a bad swing, just help me get the best club possible for my swing. Don't bash me out here. I'm trying to buy a club right now. I got money
Especially
to
not in
drop.
front of my buddies.
I know.
Sir, you don't... Save your money, son. Go get some lessons.
It was just one of them awkward moments where I kind of walked off and just went to the putting green and started putting. Just act like I didn't hear him say it. Oh, shoot. Y'all got anything else on the list?
We got a drop zone question.
Oh, yeah. Let me... Hold on. Tell me if y'all can hear this audio. But I'm about to play the drop zone right now.
No, I can't.
It's silent.
Well, that was it. It was playing. I'm sure y'all at home heard it. So hit me with a question.
If you could instantly
presented by?
improve one skill to tour level, what would it be?
Up and
Oh.
down.
So wedges. Are we
Yep,
saying
up
like
and down.
okay?
100 yards in.
Yeah. Yeah,
Tour
like you're
level.
like Yeah, that skill level between either like driving the ball perfect, putting the ball perfect, wedge game perfect,
Oh,
irons, all that
iron
stuff.
play, irons all day. How they hit their irons, ridiculous. Because just if I hit my driver the same way, only a 230-yard drive, but if I could hit irons like they could, it wouldn't matter how far my drive went.
Yeah.
Wouldn't matter if you couldn't get up and down though to putt.
Bro, they hardly ever miss the green. I can already get up and down. You know, I'm probably the goat in our group of short game.
They shared a stat today that inside 110 yards, Tiger missed 20% of the time.
Saw that. That's
So
that's only
you can
2
be
out of
up-
10 though.
It's a lot when you got $20 million riding on it.
That's only so he'll miss the green in a round of golf. He missed it 4 times, but he still probably safe
That's
par.
strokes.
So you'd say up and down.
Give me the wedge play.
Well, let me ask you this then.
Yeah.
You hit a drive, you miss the green, you get up and down. Okay, you save par. But wouldn't you want the iron play to get on the green, have a birdie putt?
My iron play's right there right now.
Oh, you're so silly.
Man,
You're so
Scott
silly.
Porter Golf got it dialed in.
You are so silly.
Reach out to Jeremy.
You are
He can
so.
tell you. Iron plays sharp.
So you gonna put iced coffee on it? We doing a
My iron
match?
play
No,
is good.
that
I'll say
we'll-
you'll see Saturday.
No, okay. Saturday. Do you think we'll use over or under 10 of your iron shots?
Over.
Golly.
I mean, there's a lot of iron shots.
Hopefully, there's only 18. So I'm saying 10 would be a little over half.
Give me 10.
So you're taking the over.
He said over. I'm right at it.
No, that take 10 or over. That's the over. So I'm gonna keep a tally on my scorecard. Or are we putting a coffee on it?
I don't want to put a coffee on that.
Lock it in. I'm taking the under. Brady, what are you taking?
I'll take the under, but I want to be the best putter on tour. Give me the putting.
Oh, you need it. Trust me.
I
We've
do.
Hey,
seen it.
man, you see that spark?
I'll tell you what it is.
need
I know
it
why
bad.
Brady's putting bad. He won't change it, but I know why he's putting bad. It's not the putter. It's he's still even after you told us this, he still grips it with
that
his index
finger.
finger down,
And
he's
he
swaying.
whips it.
Yep. If you would
I
just
have
put
to.
that index finger up. No, I used to
Just
think I
put it
had to do
up.
that too.
I'll start practicing.
You have to. I honestly feel like I don't pull as many now. If I do anything, it's a
Same.
push.
Ever since y'all came back from that lesson
That
and you
putter-
told me that, and I put my finger up, it's when I started putting really good in all the videos and stuff. Ever since I did that.
If Brady's dedicated for BSG, he'll do it because
Put
we're gonna
that
need
finger-
him.
I'll try
some-
anything.
Some of that
I'll
fourth
try
putts.
anything.
Now,
He
Josh,
didn't throw away the putter. He bought a new putter. It's so bad. Same grip.
we've got some competition Saturday. Josh King texted me today, said he's got him a team. They're ready.
Mike
Bryan
Bryan
said
texted me.
he's
He
in
said,
it
"Who
too."
are you?"
Oh,
Yeah,
did he sign up?
Yeah.
I need to confirm with my mother about that. Who's he playing with?
a couple firefighters.
Oh.
And
Listen,
then,
I'm trying to win, boys.
Chad, Andrew Anthony's father-in-law, he's in it. He's about scratch
Yeah.
out there.
My mom said he's in it. She said Andrew hadn't signed up. But Chad's in it. I didn't know Mike was in it. I'm going to have to ask her about
What about
that.
the par 3 contest or the par 3 tournament?
Are y'all going to do that?
No.
You got to.
Saturday will
Oh.
probably be my last round unless I get one during the week.
The par 3's not till July, I think.
Is it July?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's July.
Oh, I might be in that.
Is it?
Y'all
I'm
have
hoping
to
it's going to
reach
be
out
18
to,
hole.
Joan.
Well, you know we'll send that message. I would love to get into it. If we can get a little BSG team in there.
Is it a 4-man?
It said
Yeah.
group. It said
Or
125 a per. No, it's a 4-man.
It's a
It
4.
said 400 a team.
Give me my iron play.
Oh, so 18 par 3s. Are we taking 10 or more of your?
10, look, 10 are on the green. I'll take that.
You're saying that 10 are on the green.
10 are on the green.
Let's put a large iced coffee on it.
That's if we confirm in it.
Oh, I'm in it.
Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Brady, do it one time. Lock it in.
Say it,
Lock
Brady.
it in. Lock it in.
No, you gotta give us the lock it in.
Lock it in. We got to see that whole time. Lock
I
it in.
can't be that loud right now.
Like on the shirt, when we get the shirt made, it's gonna have like 5 L's. Lock it in. We're in the moon golf. I see it. Let us know in the comments if you'll buy a Lock It In shirt. Since we're not endorsed by DraftKings or anything like that. We're not advising you to lock anything in. We're just saying if we were to
You
lock
can
it
lock
in.
it in on Trust in Me.
Oh, you think so?
I feel it.
Let us know in the comments you think Zach's hitting 10 or more GERs on a par 3 contest. I imagine they're going to be pretty short par 3s.
That's a good number for me.
That's over half of them.
Obviously, I can count.
I'm just saying that's a lot.
Hold on. I don't know if you can see it.
No, don't show me no diploma.
It's on the wall. It may not be doing much, but it's on the wall right now.
In 4K.
In 4K.
Well, make sure this Friday y'all check out episode 2 of The Low Side. About to be working on that, getting it ready. Anything else upcoming we need to let them know about? Saturday, we're playing a 4-man scramble. We're going to try to, we're filming it. We're going to try to break the score of the team that won our tournament, 11 under. So we're going to try to get,
this should be doable.
we're
For
going to
us
try to
four
get
from
better
the
than that.
whites.
We're going to be mic'd up. We're going to be cameraed up. We're
Are
going to
we?
be, I thought we were filming it.
I didn't know. That's the first I heard of it.
We got to get content when we can get it. This your farewell tour. So we're going to be mic'd up.
I told Johnny today, I said, with the baby, I need to go ahead and get a GoPro and wear a GoPro on the helmet, on the hat.
As you
And
go.
then I said, how cool would it be to have the drone come down the hall, past the OB, come into the room, and then boom, Marley's crowning.
No. And on that note, boys and girls, make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week for episode 54.
Peace.
Peace.